Morrowind the Caster here with another video of Shadowlands preview. This will be a segment that I'll be working on while coronavirus is shutting most of us down. Like I mentioned in one of my other videos, I'm not going to be able to upload at my normal times until this is passed, but hopefully you guys do enjoy these videos and subscribe, and we'll get through this together. Today we're going to be talking about mounts and the new mounts that are coming out in Shadowlands. These I have not seen. With all the Shadowlands preview videos, I'm not going to look at them before I make the video. I'll do my best at least. So these will be my initial thoughts and unscripted. No, there's no preview on this, so we'll kind of just go through it one by one, and I'll give you my first impressions on how the mounts look, and kind of talk about them and see if I, if I got this, would I run it, and ways to obtain it, or we'll go through it and hopefully we enjoy it. Anyways, with mounts, we're going to start with, there's 22 new mounts, at least so far. And I'm not going to go through the links, we're just going based off of looks at this point. Right now, this is the Ardenweald Stag mount. Looks like the mount you get from the Honor, just with a different reskin, with a couple of the blue little tattoo flakes. A little leafy saddle. Overall model, that doesn't look like it's a new ground up mount, like built from the ground up. It does look like a reskin of prior mounts in Warcraft, similar to these ones. Is this the same mount? Oh, so the Ardenweald Stag. Okay, so these are just different skins of the mount. Like this one has like a little blue front feather thing, and this one is like, a little purple. So these are just different reskins as we go through. Not my favorite mount, to be honest, but out of all of them, I would say this one's probably the coolest. Or these two are probably one of the coolest mounts so far in this skin category. I'm really hoping these are all pretty basic mounts to get. I'd hate this one to be like a daily or a rare drop, and then this one's like from mythic dungeons. It would be kind of disappointing and devalues the mount. That is a big problem with mounts in World of Warcraft, is the way you obtain them. You can get one mount and then just have another skin for mythic, and then get a basic mount from just a rare drop. Anyways, this is the Ardenweald Stag mount 2, the Rune Stag. This one's kind of cool actually. It has some big ass antlers, dual antlers. Probably the same model as the one prior, as well as the Battlegrounds mount. But this one does have some interesting art on it with the antlers and little animal wisp orbs in the middle of the antlers, as you can see kind of right there. Definitely cooler looking than the last one. Kind of almost looks like the druid travel form nowadays, with the big antlers and whatnot. We're going through the different skins. I think so it's pretty much the same skin. Yeah, it's the same skins as the last ones, same colors, just has these big antlers. The antlers do make it look cooler than what was there before, for sure. But again, they're not my favorite. I mean, this one definitely is cooler than the original one. But anyways, the Jailer mount. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Looks like what is this, a bear? Okay, so this just looks like a bear reskin. Definitely it's definitely new and cool and a new take. It just uses the bear probably model that they use, and they strip away all the bear-like shit. This is definitely cool how there's nothing in between them. It's just an empty husk, with some like metal bone gear, and I mean, there may be like an exoskeleton, but I don't see. I see a little something here, but it could be my eyes. Definitely a cool looking mount. This is definitely with the black and some I'd rock. The different shaders really don't make much difference. Oh, okay, that one's pretty cool. The dark black one. This one's pretty dope. Let's see what the other shaders. Oh, too far. I mean, the shades don't make much difference. I mean, they all look pretty cool. I mean, but this one, out of all three of them, this one does look the coolest, or the best, or whatever you want to say. But at the same time, it's not much different than any of these. So I'd be happy getting any of these in the game. I like mounts. I try and get mounts, but I'm not very good at it. Oh, Jesus. This is the exact mount you get, I think, from having... Fuck, I don't know what it's called. There's an achievement that's extremely hard to get. Is it what? I think it's either 500 mounts or something. There's a mount that's out there that just looks just like this. It's extremely hard to get. And this is just a reskin without some of the gear and has a saddle on it. This is ridiculous. I mean, this is also the PvP mount as well. It's the same model as the PvP mount, even the stags we saw. This is garbage. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of any of the skins. I mean, this is probably the coolest one. It's not the least stupid looking one. Yeah, I mean, this is a reskin from a current game. It's not even ground up built. This is just complete. This mount already exists in the game, just different color. Like the prior mounts had kind of they share the same model, but they're different, like almost completely different mounts. Like, for example, this uses a bear model, but this is completely different. You can't get anything that looks like this in game. You can get this pretty much in game currently right now. I don't like it at all. Fucking horny horse. How many skins of this do they have? Holy shit, man. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I mean, again, the coolest skin's probably this one, or this one's it's the most less kid-like. Okay, I mean, that one's okay. A little bit more feather or hair, protrudes, or you can see the hair coming out a little bit more here. But again, I'm just gonna skip these mounts. I don't like them. Ooh, cool. Let's go scroll down. It's hard to see in the blowout version. So this is interesting. We already have bat mounts already in the game. But this is interesting. Well, like a bat-like model. We don't have bat mounts. I don't think you can get this mount pretty much just in a different reskin in current retail. Definitely interesting mount. I'm not a big fan of bat mounts, to be honest, but definitely cool. This one's probably so far the coolest skin. This black one with the little pokey boys right here, the little helmet, the little fingies. Pretty dope. Digging them. Hold on. I did go through a little bit fast. There's not much to talk about. It is hard to see against the background of Wowhead. So maybe when they release a new model, I'll revisit these, but I'm going to skip them for now. This one is interesting. It does look like the Tron mount, so you can pretty much get this mount, but they did do enough to change it. They put these cool little skull caps on them, little tore up wings and the bone coming out. But again, this is pretty much the store mount you can buy, the Tron, the dual-headed mount. And definitely some mounts you can get in Warlords of Draenor, but this, they do enough to make it unique. I mean, that one's pretty cool. They do enough to make it unique and different, but at the same time, at its core, if you have the Corcoran mount, you have this mount. It is a little bit, like I said, more unique. You have a little anima or death coming out of its nose and its eyes. Definitely does fit the Maldraxxus undead theme, but nothing too special. I mean, this is not great, but it's not bad. Let's go. Ardenweald moths. Great, moths. We need more moths, don't we? How many moth-like mounts? We have this, at least I consider the Sporgar mount kind of a moth-like. I guess maybe we don't have too many. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't particularly find insect mounts like the bee or this very interesting. I mean, if I get it, I get it. That's awesome. It adds to my inventory list, but at the same time, wouldn't really rock it. It's a little childlike for me. The big eyes and the little sprinkles that comes off it. I'm not a big fan of the starburst sprinkles coming off this mount. Definitely not for me. Not my favorite mount, but it will attract some people, and I think the art is done well. It's very intricate. It does have a lot of detail. Definitely more detail than like mounts in history, but it's just not my favorite thing to see. Oh, interesting. So we have a bird. This is gonna be similar to one of the Warlords of Draenor mounts, but definitely have done enough to remodel it, reskin it, to make it look pretty badass. Look at this. You have like a nice little horny dude right here, little bone mount. You sit on his little bony throne on his back, and then definitely a cool looking bird. probably a big dig mount out here. It's probably gonna be hard to get. I mean, I honestly don't know how to get these mounts, but I think this would be a pretty cool mount to get. Well, that's a wait. Is this a horde mount? Oh no. So yeah, I saw this. And I thought that was maybe a horde mount. This alliance mount. So we have two spiders. So this is alliance spider. It's a horde spider. Okay. Not a big fan of spider mounts, but this is dope. I do like the horde mount way more than the alliance mount. You know why? Because they both look like horde mounts. There's nothing about this says alliance to me. I do like the straps, but I think the green kind of like poisonous mist off its feet do tie this thing together as opposed to just like the brown or the orange. I think the horde one takes the cake on this one between the two. I like the purple accents on the armor and the green little spiky feet. And this one does kind of scream Forsaken or Horde. This one screams Orc. It doesn't scream Alliance to me. So those are these spiders. Do I really have to go through these? What the hell is this? What is this thing? Well, definitely a stupid mount. Man, I haven't been a big fan of most of these mounts. I was expecting some, badass mounts, but I mean, we're only halfway through the list. But at the same time, I do not like the way this looks. The anima coming off it does not look cool. The shades are okay. Again, not the biggest fan. Are you kidding me? So we have a storm mount right here. We have the winged guardian. Oh wait, no, this is his brother. What's this one called? How do I get out of this clothes? So we have the winged lion. So the winged guardian's his buddy. We have the winged lion. So this is essentially the storm mount rebranded. So I spent $25 when it first came out on the winged guardian, and now we have the winged lion for free. I mean, it does look cooler. I do like the little claw things going on right here. Definitely, like, if you didn't have the Winged Guardian, this would definitely be a dope mount. But since you have a storm mount that you just reskin, to me, it doesn't. It takes away from the awe of this. I don't think it's very good. Ooh, what is this? This is kind of like a rocky saber thing. What's this called? Let's go close. So the Animatation mount. This is kind of cool. It has a little anima energy going through it. The shades it has enough variation in the shades to make them look kind of dope. Definitely, I definitely like the dark and the purple one so far the most. Yeah, I mean, this would look good on Orbos plate wear. This would definitely be a good mount pair with that. Definitely dig in like the little anima beam running through them, and I think it's pretty cool put together. Oh, this would be dope for like a Death Knight with that Orbos set. Oh, I'm going through it. Wait, what the hell? They're the same mount. Am I not mistaken? Yeah, they're the same mount. So I'm going to skip those. They're the same. Looks like the same mount unless I'm missing something. If I missed something, let me know in the comments. Okay, this is cool. This is a new mount. I think this is a new ground up mount. Pretty dope. Has little horny pokers, dual bone tails. Definitely a scary looking mount. This would be dope with a Death Knight. For sure, Death Knight. A good transmog and this mount would look pretty intimidating in Battlegrounds. I do like the skins. All of them they all tie in the mount pretty good. So far, I think the first one was my favorite. Shader on it, but this is definitely cool. You have like the nice details on the satchel, on the little strap right here is the bones. Definitely a cool dope mount. I'm digging it for sure. Ooh, ooh. This one's an armored version. Has more spikes on it. Definitely, when you're dealing with bone mounts, you want more spikes. You always want more spikes. So it's pretty much the same mount, same commentary to them, but I do dig the armor. I'm trying to see if there's a cool shade. So far, none of the shades have stood out to me on these ones. I think this one's probably the coolest. I do like the armor on this. I do think it ties it in. I think it's pretty dope. What is this? This looks like a little piggy, snort pig. So this is a Drax's boar mount. I should have been reading the names. I haven't been reading the names. I'm sorry, folks. we'll start now. So the Maldrax is boar mount. Um, there is a couple different shades of it. Has a giant head. Looks like my dog. Giant head with a bunch of little bones and sticky outs, and doesn't have bone feet, but it does have like a bony tail. Pretty dope looking. Not a big fan of all the shades, but this one's pretty cool. I'd definitely rock it if I got one. There's not much to say, just, I think it'll run really awkwardly though. It's gonna remind me of the mole mount, but whatever. This is interesting. It's like a vampire bear. I mean, this is nothing really too special in my opinion. It does have a cool face, but it's just a bear mount with different shades. Different. I think this would be cool with like a blood elf warlock. I think that'd be dope. But what's oh, that's kind of cool. It has a little chest on it. It's definitely what's the name of this mount? The Death Warg. Interesting. And then this one's just this. These are just more shades of it with more armor and chests and stuff. Definitely from I forget what the zone's called. The vampire one, Ravendreth. I think it's definitely a Ravendreth mount, and any dungeons probably with that. Dig in the armor. The armored version of this Warg mount is definitely cooler than the unarmored version. I do like the little fire stickies off of them. Pretty dope. Do like the shades of them. I think most of these shades have been pretty cool to me. Great, another bug. This one's actually kind of cool as a bug. It's mean. Imagine running the PvP with this and do a little chomper do right here. I'm digging these little chomper doos with the little antennas. I think these are the actually last few mounts here. Yeah, they are. The cool shade. I think this is a cool shade one right here so far. Definitely has some cool design right here with a little Urk that holds a little lantern things. Definitely intimidating PvP mount. Kind of cool. I am digging it. Overall, though, I feel like I did blow through this a little bit. I'm sorry. I kind of just got into a roll, but overall, I'm actually not super excited about really any of these, except I would say this one, which is the Giant Beast mount and the Jailer's mount. I think those are so far the dopest mounts. Oh, and the Spider mount. I think that's dope. I mean, some of them are cool. There's definitely cool ones like the Maldrax's Rock and that little pincher buggy. But overall, I'm a little disappointed in the mounts. I was expecting a new complete model through and through, and I feel like a lot of these take the base of other mounts that are currently in the game and just reskin them with a complete reskin. This is not a complete reskin. You can get this in the game as it stands right now. It's ridiculous. But I mean, there's other bats. There's other two-headed fuckers right here. So overall, I'm a little disappointed in the mounts, and I thought there'd be a lot more creativity. I mean, some of them, again, like I said, are pretty cool looking. But then we have something like this, which is already a store mount. So I'm a little disappointed in something like this. But anyways, you may disagree, and if you do, place in the comments and tell me why I'm wrong. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and all I'm going to say is please comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'm going to add one more thing. Hit that notification bell so if I do upload, you do get notified. One last time as well is as soon as this bullshit virus is over, I will go back to my normal upload schedule of Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But in the meantime, it's going to be sporadic uploads. Sorry, it's been a couple weeks since I last uploaded, but I do appreciate you guys sticking around and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, comment, rate, and subscribe, and notification bell. See you guys later. Be safe.